is so hot out today. I'm thirsty. Spot? What the hell are you doing here, man? You look good. Oh, you've got something for me, huh? Let me guess. It's soda? Thanks, man, but it's like 90 degrees out. This isn't really gonna help me that much. Now that is crisp and refreshing. Welcome to a brand new Gaming Gauntlet. Today, I'm taking a look at the 7-Up video game, Cool Spot, for the Super Nintendo. This game came out in 1993 and was available on multiple platforms. My memories probably were most fond of the Super Nintendo and Genesis versions. I remember renting it quite a bit as a child, and I really remember having a lot of love for these 90s mascots in general. They tried to put them out there on a lot of things, and there were plenty of mascot video games. But Cool Spot was a very good one. It was one of the rare, decently done ones, and so we're just going to dive in. I'm going to put an hour on the clock, and we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So, I'm not going to lie. I did screw around with this game a little bit before doing this recording. I wanted to get my bearings a little bit and remember some of the stuff from it. But I'll tell you, there's only about maybe 3 or 4 levels that I recall, and I don't think I made it much further than that. It's not like it really gets ridiculous. The only problem is it doesn't give you any extra continues. So if you run out of lives, you gotta go all the way back. So you really just gotta hope to get lucky and hope to get enough lives. But yes, this is Cool Spot. I spent many summers as a child renting this from our local video store, and then sitting in the basement trying my best to collect as much as possible. And I'm sure one thing that probably happened a lot was I didn't actually read the instructions, so I was always confused as to why the cage was never opening, not knowing that you needed a certain percentage to get it open. Another thing too is that they are very generous with the health. They give you quite a bit of hits, which is good for me because I'm pretty reckless at times. But I definitely want to be careful because, like I said, they do not give you extra continues unless they are available somewhere and I just haven't seen them yet. But in my first run through, I did not see any. So I am aware that I didn't pick them all up, but I'm thinking if I can get 2 more over here, yeah, that's all I need. So that's good. That's a nice start to this. It kind of looks like I know what I'm doing at the beginning here. This would be a good time to take a cool and refreshing beverage break. It just seems for some reason to be calling out to me. I don't know why. I would be curious as to like how some of this stuff translated to sales. Like, I'm sure it definitely made an impact. I mean, there was so much of this stuff, and as far as I could tell, kids were into it. One that instantly comes to mind was the McDonald's game. That was a pretty interesting platformer. I gave it an award back in the, I don't know, probably like the summer of 22 when I did one of my running episodes, as I gave it one of the Speedster Awards, because there's some moments in that game where, as one of the protagonist children, you can just really go flying, and it's fun for everybody involved. This would be a good time to mention that the music is done by the great Tommy Tallarico. Though there's probably, I think that there's some people that have an issue with them right now because, you know, he let some people down with this system, but I really don't actually know the whole story on that. I think he just like overpromised. Oh shit, and that was right next to the checkpoint too. That was not good. We don't want to lose lives here. But yeah, overpromised, underdelivered kind of deal, and left a bad taste in people's mouths, I guess. And I think there might be some other reasons, but I just remember him as the lovable game reviewer from Judgment Day on G4 with Victor Lucas. And then eventually they did reviews on the run. So I always really enjoyed that show. Really just loved that network in general. Like, it was kind of like when it was in its heyday. That was like the glory days of my TV watching. You had like the screensavers. You had, which eventually became Attack of the Show. There was that weird Portal show. Cheat with, who was Cheat? Corey Rouse, I think his name was. They had X-Play with Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb. Those were two pretty big names from that network. Yeah, it was really happening. And then eventually it kind of died, and all they ended up showing was Campus PD for whatever reason. It's like, do you like games? Then you'll love the antics of Campus Police. Those bees are a piece of shit. But luckily, I did get another life, so we're kind of like back in an okay spot. But how about those checkpoints? You know, that's one thing I noticed on my first playthrough, was they don't give you like any good spots to save. They just put you right in danger. So it's like, don't even try to take a nice sip of your delicious drink. Which I understand, like, we're definitely, you know, we were in an era of well, you get a pause button. So like, it's tough shit if you forget about that and you don't want to pause during your checkpoint. But cut me a break, man. You can't just have a bee immediately in my face, like 1 second after the black screen. Okay, now we gotta go back around. Not a fan of these guys. So far, it's the bees that are the worst, and then I'm gonna put the clam things right on up there. I do like there's little things about this that are really nice touches, like the lemon and lime colored worms. Oh, we're definitely getting close. And there's another checkpoint, which is nice, but I have no intention of dying. Especially now that I just got that cool, refreshing beverage. Okay, only 5 more dots to go. And I'll make another confession about childhood. One thing that I always kept me coming back to this game was collecting those red dots. I don't know why. I just really like the look of them. I think there was like something just really cool about how they tried to make them 3D and they were animated, spinning. Like they just looked like cool things to collect. There's one of those tricky background items that if you're not paying attention to, it looks like it would not be an item that could hurt you. It could just blend right in. Okay, we're almost there. Time to find that cage and get the heck out of here. Is this a life? No. I wonder if you get 100% cool if something interesting happens. I'm pressing my luck here by going towards all these extra things, but I think I still have a decent amount of health. And there's some more, which is good. Very good. Okay. I'll never be able to get enough to get 100 though, so I should probably... I don't know if I want to keep this experiment going. And of course, now he won't come back, which is wonderful. Oh, I guess what the hell? Look at that spawn. That's some cheap bullshit right there. Look at all those cool points. I'm feeling really cool about this. Not so cool about all those hits that I took, but what can you do? Froze time for a little bit. That's a nice little power-up. Don't know what's down here. Kind of afraid. Oh, thank goodness. That crab just delivered me something pretty slick. And I got enough for a bonus level, so that's cool. I don't think I've ever seen a bonus level in this game, because when I was a child, it was probably like, just get the bare minimum and get out. And it would be something if I could get enough to see what 100 would do. But it's not going to be enough here. I think there's only one more up there. So, too bad. I'm not going to go back and look for others, but let's see what this bonus level is all about. So we got another life, and now we have a potential for something else, maybe with this bonus. We're in a giant 7-Up. Guess just have to collect as many cool red dots as possible. I feel like that kid on Nick Arcade that you always wanted to shout at because they kept missing things. Now I know what that pressure feels like. I need to step more in the middle. Oh no. 30 seconds. There's some more. I need to collect Uncola, I think. Oh no. Running out of time. Okay, wait, let's see. Maybe I got something good out of that. Or do I need to get all 100? Oh, I got to continue. The Uncola is part of your continue. That's great. That is going to be really helpful going forward. So now part of me wonders if in that first beach level, I should have just got as many of those red dots as possible and tried to get another bonus, but that's okay. I'll deal with what I have. This level always struck me as odd because you've got these angry mice, but they're like throwing cheese, which is like, why would you throw the thing that you love? Your favorite food source? Like, yeah, I mean, you can't hate me that much, right? I'm a cool mascot from the 90s. So what are some other corporate games that were released There was a Pepsi Man. That was a Japanese game for, I think it was PlayStation it came out on. And Chex Quest that was released. It was like a Doom clone in Chex cereals. You could get it. There was that McDonald's game, like I mentioned. I could use a checkpoint very soon. My little red guy's not doing so well. He puts out a good show, though. I mean, he's always wearing the glasses. He always looks cool. He always looks unbothered by the whole thing. But deep down, he's in pain. His face is about to rip off from the HUD. All right, well, there's a checkpoint, so that's good. Would you even call that bar up there a HUD, a heads-up display? I mean, maybe not. Maybe just like an info bar. Write in. Tell the Gaming Gauntlet your thoughts. What do you consider to be the HUD? I would suppose, like, traditionally, like, if you're talking about, like, in a first-person shooter, it would be, like, where it shows, like, your compass and where to go next and your ammo display. So, I mean, this technically up here could be considered that. Anyways, all is well here in the world of 7-Up. 7-Up guy is making his way through the cracks in the walls, and I don't know what the plot is. I think it's just like he's off. That would have really helped me. I don't have much time to live. I'm not long for this world. 7-Up guy. Who knew that he was so dark? I didn't know he had such dark quotes, but he did say that. No risk it, no biscuit, right? So that was good. Glad we got that checkpoint, and I was able to not hit any of that wire. But now the next challenge comes in the form of spiders and pissed off mice. Oh, I don't believe I hit that. But you know what? I'm not going to get super upset about it because we just got that checkpoint. So, but look at this. Like, hello. I mean, it's not even a second to think. You got to work with me a little more than that. How do you expect me to enjoy the great taste of 7-Up if you're going to, like, throw a bunch of bitch-ass spiders at me while I'm trying to get my bearings in the middle of a checkpoint? Did you ever think about that? That is a thing, really, that corporations did have to think about, I bet. Like, if we make this game suck, or if we screw it up, not like we're going to intentionally make it suck, but if we screw it up, people could really hate the brand then. We could really be doing ourselves a disservice. So, luckily, though, in the case of 7-Up, it was a good game. It's a nice, solid little platformer. And once you get the hang of it and you find out about those letters that you can collect to get continues, well, then it's even a better experience. But there was definitely, like, this something about this art, too. I mean, something about seeing and being able to control a familiar corporate mascot, but also, I mean, being into these, like, colorful, fun worlds with, like, giant items because, like, you're shrunken down. Like, you are that guy. And that was always a fascinating thing to me. I like big items. I'm not going to get tempted by that, but I will get hit by the spider anyways, so it doesn't matter. Now I'm just going to be putting on a super intense face for a while. No commentary as I battle these spiders. What is the point of going down here? Just to get pissed off? We're really close to the end. I can feel it. And there he is. I wonder how you get down there. Is that like a special area? So not enough for a bonus, but we probably will get another life, which is really nice. And we have about half the time left, so with one continue. Okay. Waiting around. So this level, I believe, is probably the furthest I've ever made it in the game. I remember kind of like getting glimpses of this as a child, but it is one of those annoying, if you fall, you're done for kind of levels because you fall in the water. And Cool Spot, as cool as he is, he cannot swim. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. I know I skipped that, but I think we're just going to leave it. And that's that. That's why it's really crucial to build up those lives for this section, because it's no fun. It's really no fun climbing across all these pads and boats. And on top of it, they've got some things spitting at you. Like, isn't it hard enough to concentrate on all this other shit? Oh man, I was looking at the frog. That sucks. I really cannot make these mistakes a bunch of times. Let's talk corporate mascot, steel cage match. You've got Cool Spot, of course, because why would I not bring him up? But then, who else? Chester Cheetah. He gets to go. There's some health, which is really good. They want me to go this way. I hope that one day I'm not going to regret not getting those. You'd think I should just be able to jump right over there, right? Okay, that's good. I'm glad I tried. So yeah, you get Spot, Chester Cheetah. How about like the bee? I mean, you could go off on all the cereal mascots. They could have their own steel cage. But like, who's the most formidable cereal mascot? I guess question. Oh, that's some BS. This is like one of those, if you don't know where you're going, you're kind of effed. Which sucks. And of course you can't stand on the UFOs for too long either. That sucks, man. I might have to say one of my first few F-bombs of this series, yeah, right, of this episode. I mean, you would assume you just have to keep going to this same direction, but it's really hard to tell. And like, how would you know that that's over there? Man, there's a lot to think about here. And it's dropping bombs on you. Just like, give me a second here. And I really want to go over there. It seems like something I should do. Oh my god. But now you have to traverse this whole thing again. What a lovely day it's been in the world of Cool Spot. This has been some adventure. I will give them this. As I say that, of course I fucking die in the water, but I was about to compliment them for creating a character that can actually jump relatively high. And we're gonna swap for spots. Give me that you, baby, from the Uncola. But that only means now that we have 3 lives left for this awful, awful level. But I am going to pay much better attention. So there's 2 UFOs here, 3 UFOs. Time thing. I guess we're gonna pass that up. Oh, that stupid fucking plane. I need a cool, refreshing beverage to sate me. And of course, they can't give you a break when you get to the checkpoint. Okay. We're close. We're getting close. No! You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. This is so... If you don't know where the shit is, it's pretty tough. It pretty much goes from 0 to 100 here. And no continues, and I just forgot about that fucking... Oh god, that's it, there it is. There's a full fucking thing for your fucking corporate bullshit. 20 minutes to go. Alright. That one single red dot better not come back and bite me in the ass. That's all I gotta say about that. I think we're gonna have enough to do it. Is it 85? Oh man, we're not gonna have enough to do it. That one that I did miss is gonna be the one that actually did come back to bite me in the ass. Well, that kind of sucks because another continue would have been really, really helpful. Maybe this would be a good time to talk about more food mascots or just ad mascots in general. And, well, this time, instead of the steel cage, I will talk about the Mount Rushmore of ad mascots. And, well, we'll give Spot a spot up there because we're playing his game currently, but probably wouldn't put him on there if I was doing this, like, just on its own thing. Because, I mean, the game was a big part of my life, but the Cool Spot ads really weren't. Like, I didn't really grow up with them all that much. Like, I definitely remember some of them, but it was never like, oh yeah, Cool Spot, like, hell yeah. So, he would not be like my Mount Rushmore, but, like, definitely, like, Chester Cheetah, he's in the conversation. A lot of food mascots probably would make the cut. Like, you could make the argument that, like, maybe Cheezosaurus Rex could belong up there. He was a big part of my childhood in the 90s. He never really got his due. Like, he was in a lot of ads. I had a Cheezosaurus Rex t-shirt, but, like, was there a Cheezosaurus Rex game? There might have actually been. But, like, they could have really expanded that guy and blown him up. But cereal mascots are always a good bet for iconic mascots. Like, probably the Count Chocula and the gang would be the ones to go up on that Mount Rushmore of mascots if we're talking cereal. If we want to get into more iconic, just people in general, like Michelin Man, he's always got a place in my heart. He seems like he would be Well, he seems like he not only deserves a spot up there, but I believe that he has a lot of good qualities. Like, I believe he's obviously very soft. I think he's a good listener. He's a good shoulder to cry on. He definitely would just listen without judgment. So, Michelin Man, good on ya. Alright, we're getting close to the end of this one. I just have to find my way through this crazy ass level. Three minutes left. Alright, speed run through the pool. See if we get another level out of this. I mean, life. And we do. This is a good time to take a cool, refreshing beverage break. All right, waiting around. If I get past this, I'll be happy. I'll go up a whole letter grade when I'm grading myself at the end of this. But if not, well then, that's about what I expected. If we go down there, we start all over again. So, do we want to do that? I would probably guarantee myself a bonus! That's not cool, man. Is that gonna come back? I guess it's not gonna come back. Oh my god. Well, that sucks, because now I don't even get all that shit. And I've got to climb through this obstacle course from hell. That is really unfortunate. This is not a super long walk. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Timer's going off. We get one more death. I'm enjoying myself, and I want to see if I can get a little bit further than I was last time. That's good. That helps. Oh my god. Alright. I didn't want you to have to see this. But here I go again, traversing through the water. And we're gonna see some new territory now. Oh, don't you remember? There's like planes everywhere in this level. Can't forget about that. I just really want my 60, and I want to get this level over with. And then what we're gonna do is slap a "to be continued" sign down below. Cause I am addicted to this shit right now, man. They got me. The marketing worked. So then what? You go down this thing? Find cage. Okay. Where could it possibly be? I'm confused. Oh, okay, you can continue going this way. There's another blimp over there. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta jump on the final blimp and you're home free. And that's how it ends, with a plane that I forgot about, that I didn't learn my lesson from. Well, that's it. That's a cool spot. And I would say I'm gonna rate my final performance as 3 cans of 7-Up. Little ones. Out of 5. Because I got about as far as I've ever gotten, and it was in a decent amount of time, but there's just some rookie mistakes that I made that could have really well prevented me from getting much further. And I think we're going to have to revisit this game in the future. So, hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll see you next time. Stay cool, everybody.